$100 a month for 40 years at 7%. That becomes $262,000. You didn't work harder. You didn't get lucky. You ran one equation and time did the rest. Most people hear this and nod. Almost none of them do it. Not because they're lazy, because the math feels wrong. Today, we fix that. The formula is called compound interest. It was first described by Jacob Bernoulli in 1683, a Swiss mathematician trying to solve a problem about bank loans. The equation is simple. Future value equals your starting amount multiplied by 1 plus the interest rate raised to the number of periods. 4 variables, no tricks. It has not changed in 340 years, and it governs every dollar you will ever save or owe. Here is how it works, step by step. You put in $100. At 7%, you earn $7 in year 1. Now you have 107. In year 2, you earn 7% on 107, not on 100. That is $7.49. The difference is 49 cents. It seems like nothing. But that 49 cents also earns interest next year and the year after. By year 10, your $100 has become 197. By year 20, 387. By year 30, 761. You did not add a single dollar after the first one. The formula did everything. Now here is where your brain breaks. Humans think in straight lines. If something grows by 7%, we expect it to grow by the same amount each year. $7, then 7 more, then 7 more. That is linear. But compound interest is not linear. It is exponential. And exponential growth is almost invisible at the start, then overwhelming at the end. A piece of paper folded in half 50 times would reach the sun. Nobody believes that until they do the math. Compound interest works the same way. The first 10 years feel pointless. The last 10 years do almost all the work. Between year 30 and year 40, your money nearly doubles without you touching it. This is why most people quit. They look at year 5 and see almost nothing. They expected a curve. They got a flat line. But the flat line is the curve. They just haven't reached the bend yet. 2 people, same income, same contribution, different start. Sarah begins investing $100 a month at age 25. She earns 7% for 40 years. By 65, she has roughly $262,000. James starts the same thing at 35. Same $100, same 7%, but only 30 years. By 65, he has roughly $122,000. Sarah did not save more. She did not earn more. She had 10 extra years. That decade, the one where nothing seemed to happen, was worth $140,000. Time is not a factor in the formula. Time is the formula. This is not really about money. It is about a deeper law that shows up everywhere. In biology, cells divide this way: slow, then sudden. In knowledge, skills compound. The first year of practice gives almost nothing visible. The 10th year gives everything. In relationships, trust accumulates the same way. The principle is always the same. Small, repeated inputs, left alone long enough, produce results that look like magic. But it is not magic. It is math. The only variable you control is when you start. The formula has been public for 340 years. Every financial advisor knows it. Every textbook prints it. And yet most people retire with almost nothing. Not because they lacked access, not because they lacked income, because they waited. They waited for the right moment, the right market, the right salary. They waited for the feeling of readiness. And while they waited, the exponent kept running for everyone who started without them. The rate is always running. Every dollar is either compounding or decaying. There is no pause button. The question is not whether you understand the formula. You do now. The question is whether you will run it or keep waiting for a better time that the math says does not exist. $100, 40 years, 7%, 262,000. That is not advice. That is arithmetic. And the clock started before you pressed play. Every week, another law of money, explained in math, not in hype. Subscribe if the equation landed. The next one is about the force working against it, inflation.